Hello there, you fucks, you turd tiddlers. Welcome to the Square Room Podcast. It's National Vanilla Cupcake Day, so happy Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
cool.
then tomorrow's Remembrance Day.
Yeah, I mean, I like vanilla cupcakes. Did you get me one to celebrate?
No.
So then why would you even bring that up?
Because everyone needs to know about Vanilla Cupcake Day.
That's such a horrible...
And then tomorrow's Remembrance Day.
I mean, but this episode comes out after Remembrance Day, so... First of all, introduce yourself, my friend.
I am the Negroist of the Negroes. I'm Hugh-Gene.
First of all, that's not even close to being true. Why are you just lying? Like, you're just lying for no reason.
How? What's being...
First of all, you're light skinned, so physically
I'm not
you're
light skinned. I'm in the middle. I'm the perfect skin tone of the Negroes.
Whoa, don't even say light, there's no such thing as a perfect skin tone.
Joke.
It was a bad joke.
I'm in the middle.
I'm triggered
not light,
by that joke.
But I'm not dark, you know?
You're not like light
I'm
skin.
approachable. Oh my god. My skin tone is approachable.
Okay, moving off of that, my name is Jonel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't with you. This is too soon.
You know, like when you go up north, white people are just like, yeah, well, you know, it's not that scary. You know what I'm saying?
You do have like the nose piercing though. I feel like that's like, oh, he can take pain to the face. Like, don't.
No, that's just like he's different. You know?
Yeah, like a wild card. Like people don't. When people have piercings, you're like, okay, like that person's a little like. If you see people with like all the eyebrow piercings, they have a bunch in their nose, their lips, their ears.
Oh, yeah,
like,
it depends. Depends on how much and where.
Ear piercings, safe. 2 ear piercings, safe as well.
Spacers.
Small ones,
you can fit my dick
safe.
In your spacer. That's too big.
Yeah, you're a crazy person.
Fuck your ear. That's too big.
If you pull it out and your ear hangs like fucking
like fucking ball sack skin.
I was gonna say like an old lady's like gullet vagina? Or like no.
Or labia.
Do vaginas hang like that? I don't think so.
They fall out eventually.
No, they
just go. You know.
Not eventually. They can, because vaginas are not like a bottomless pit.
That's what you think.
No, your vagina can like turn inside out, like when you like take off clothes and like your clothes hang inside out. It can fall out and like.
Oh, I thought you meant it could fall inside, because you just said it can fall inside out when you take off your clothes. So it's like when you take off your shirt, the vagina's got a little.
No, I was saying like clothes, like when you take off
prolapse anus.
Like when you take off your pants and like the leg comes through and it's hanging out.
What does an inside out vagina look like?
Well, the inside, it would just, I don't know, it would look very fleshy and gross.
Like a prolapse.
It'd probably hang about like this low, I feel like.
That's fucking gross. That's like at least a 5-inch dick.
Yeah.
Like, wait, that's gross.
Well, if a 5-inch dick could fit in a vagina, then it should be hanging at least 5 inches, I would think.
Gross.
I don't know.
Just jerk it off.
It doesn't happen often, but I'm sure it's very, very painful. But yeah, okay, so you mentioned Remembrance Day.
Yeah, remember, man.
Yes, a moment of silence for all of the soldiers who fought for us. And
you wanted to actually do that?
No. We're not going to do a moment of silence on a podcast. But what I wanted to ask you about was the, you heard about the rainbow poppy?
It was fake.
It was fake?
Yeah, it's fake. I think it's stupid as fuck, but it is fake. Yeah, I heard it was fake. I forgot where I saw it. I can't remember which outlet, but they said it was fake. I was like, there's no way that can be real.
Okay, because here's the thing, right? Everyone knows that the poppy is a symbol of Remembrance Day. Or if you're American, it's called Veterans Day. Same shit. Yeah. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Go fuck yourself.
Stop, that's so mean. No, but I feel like that go fuck yourself like really came from a real place. And I don't know how to feel right now.
No, continue.
No, but it was, obviously the poppy is a symbol of that. The poppies, grew in Flanders Field where the poppies grow. Yeah. Poppies are a real flower. They are actually red.
They're very high on them.
Huh?
Opium.
Really?
Yeah.
I think people said like the red also symbolizes all the blood that was shed and that sort of thing. So it's just kind of like poppies, like that's something that should never change. And
it's like fucked up but ironic, because like the best fertilizer for like plants is.
Okay. Well, you are a serial killer.
It's fucked up, but it's true.
Yeah, so
that's why
if anyone ever hears that Hugh-Gene becomes a farmer, don't eat any of his crops or produce or anything.
If it's growing really well, you know why.
He's just killing people and burying them in his field.
Yeah, like a fish head. You never heard that before? Like a fish head?
I think I actually have. I think certain plants respond better, but like I've heard that like a natural any sort of well, that's why manure and stuff is a good natural. That's why you should always wash your produce before because like not only do they, I've worked in a grocery store, they drop it on the floor, stuff like that. Like as long as it's not like damaged and gross, like they'll still sell it to you.
I always sneeze on that.
People, shit. Yeah, you don't know where their hands have been. Like I could just be like unloading like something off of a truck and like touching the truck and all that grimy stuff, and then touching your produce. You should always wash it. Or just grow your own. But I mean, that's not always an option for people. If you have the space, grow your own apples. Yeah. You got a backyard, but plant a tree. I remember what the grocery store I used to work at, they used to make us. Which grocery store? I'm not gonna say the name. It. No. All grocery stores are fucking dirty. Just say it. No, Sobeys. But no. First of all, I told you what the grocery store was. You actually should know. So that's on you. What was it? Food Basics? No, none of the ones you said. Was it like a fancier one? I'm not gonna say. Actually, yes, it was. It was Whole Foods. No. Anyways, they Dominion? No, are those still around? No, it's Metro now. Oh, it's the same. Oh, that's what it is. Oh. But no. Anyways, like if I worked in produce or produce prep, and they would have you're gonna say every store but it. I don't think Superstore? No. Norfrills. No. Norfrills is not a fancier grocery store. Depends on the area. Same with Loblaws. Depends on the area. Okay, but no. Same with Metro also, too. Are you going to let me say what it was? Yeah. No, like, you know, like, for instance, like a thing of, like, blueberries or strawberries, like a package, we would, before we put them out, we had to look at all of them, and any ones with fungus, we would pick out, but, like, still sell them. So it's like they're all going bad, but the ones with visible fungus, we take out, and then we put them out. So it's just like, you know. Yeah, that's not surprising. So you save money, man. Capitalism. Yeah, no, of course, but I remember the lady who trained me used to just, like, because the grocery store that I worked at, we used to like sell like our own brand of stuff. So it's like we would get like just pineapples, and then like we would cut them up ourselves. Sobeys. No, we'd cut them up ourselves and package them ourselves. And like in the back, she'd be cutting up pineapples, just eating it, like just I did that. When I worked at a bakery, I did that same shit too. Yeah. When I worked at who has their own? Yeah, it's Sobeys. It's not Sobeys. I did not work at their own shit. I'm sure they do. I don't think it's the only grocery store that does that. Food Basics. I did not work. You said those. Basics? No, it's not. Food Basics does that too. I've told you so many times. That's remember. How you. I know you don't listen to me. My first real job was at a grocery store. What the fuck one was it? Was this one of those ones that no one really knows about, or is it a mainstream Canadian one? It's one that if you know, you know, because they are all over the place, but they're not like on every corner, like a No Frills or a Metro or like, you know what I mean? It's a fancier, like whatever. I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you after if you care. No, if you even remember. Yeah, no. When I was at, I worked at the bakery and oh. Sorry, I just wrote down what the grocery store was. Oh, those are like those ones that popped. Those were like, yeah, okay. Yeah, so it was a little more high end. Those are high end? Yeah, nothing crazy. It's still a grocery store. They have like regular price stuff, but they have more fancy. It's pretty much like Loblaws, I find. Yeah, like you can go there and pick out live lobsters and shit, you know? Yeah. No, yeah, when I worked at the Superstore, the Loblaws Superstore, when I worked in the bakery, I would eat those cookies all the time and shit. Oh, sure, yeah. They'd like steal cupcakes from the back. Like if people had orders for their birthday it's National Cupcake Day, and here I am with no cupcake. Like if you had an order for cupcakes, we would take some. What do you mean? It's like a birthday cupcakes, right? Yeah. Some of them might not be there. No, but if you ordered like 24, I expect 24. Yeah, well, you're going to get 20. No. Mm-hmm. What store did you work at? I worked at the Superstore. I got trained by the employees, so that's why I was so shit. Well, yeah, well, who else is going to train you but the employees? No, the manager is supposed to train me. The manager of the bakery is doing training me. Oh, I guess. Or the person below that should be training me, not the fucking employees. Oh, I get what you mean. Those are my friends that trained me. And they'll train me to do the bad stuff while doing the good stuff. Well, they train you the way they do things, which is the worst way to train someone. Mostly the proper way, but like cutting corners and doing stuff. No, it was mostly cutting corners. So that's why I ended up getting fired. They didn't tell me why. I knew why. I worked because I ate cupcakes and shit. The grocery store, I decided to leave. I just didn't like it. No, I got fired. The day before my probation. Ooh. Yeah. I was like, wow, thanks, you fucking cunt. That sucks. No, but yeah, so like I guess people were putting out photos of a rainbow poppy rather than just the typical red poppy. And it sparked a lot of controversy because they're like, you know, like obviously LGBTQIA, whatever, like inclusive, but it's not about gay rights. Like, it's about, like, regardless of the person's sexual orientation, the red represents so much.
Yeah, and if anything, wearing that still is disrespectful. It's not being inclusive. It's still disrespectful because you wouldn't even be able to have your rights if it wasn't for these guys in the first place.
That's what people were saying.
These guys, yeah, so.
But I mean, if it's fake, then that's great.
No, it's fake. Apparently it was fake. That's what I heard.
Well, either way, it was shut down pretty quick. Like, social media generally was just like, what is this? This is bullshit. Like, absolutely not. So.
No, Don Cherry, the Hockey Night in Canada guy that wears his suits all the time, he said, I don't know, he said something kind of controversial. He said, like, what did he say? Something about, like, he thinks that immigrants should be wearing the poppy to show their respect for the veterans also, because you wouldn't be the same thing. You wouldn't be able to come to the country if it was for them in the first place.
I mean, I guess, but, like, here's the thing. I am a Canadian, and I was born here, and, like, I don't have a poppy this year. I don't even know where to get them now. Just go to a grocery store. Every grocery store has them. I haven't seen one recently.
Just literally go to a grocery store, a convenience store, look for those little white boys.
I know sometimes you have them in the banks will give them out, but I haven't been, like, in a bank in the last, because they only have them, like, maybe like a week before or like 2 weeks before Remembrance Day. I'm just saying, like, I don't have a poppy this year. Like, just because I don't wear one doesn't mean shit. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm not wearing, like, a rainbow poppy or. Do
you stop at 11 o'clock?
What do you mean?
Do you stop at 11 o'clock?
For the moment of silence? I try to.
You try?
Yeah.
What do you try?
Because I also have a job where, like, if I'm on the road, I'm going to stop and close my eyes while I'm driving. Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah.
No, you don't have to close your eyes. Just shut up.
Well, I don't talk to myself in the car.
Well, don't.
I don't. Ow!
What?
You made me bite my own tongue. Stop. Stop hitting me.
I didn't hit you. I flicked your chin.
In the face. Stop touching me. You just
touched me.
Yeah. Right. Because I'm trying to be don't say that word. Okay. Since we're talking about, like, the LGBTQIA plus stuff, I want to know your opinion, because I heard it was, like, controversial, kind of. It was this thing online that I saw. And people were talking. Okay, I'll ask you the question before I say what people were saying. Do you think that schools should be teaching young kids about homosexuality? Like, when I say young, I mean, like, elementary school. Like, maybe, when do you start doing health class?
Like sex ed?
Not quite sex ed, no, because they're not talking about sex, but they're just talking about, like, oh, this is what a gay person is.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
This is what a straight person is. This is what fine. You think it's fine? Yeah. I'm thinking, like, ages. I believe they were thinking, like, ages, like, grade, like, 1 to, like, 3 or 4. So that's grade 1 is like 6.
But you don't even. No, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Young kids.
I don't know, because you don't even do health shit until, like, grade, like, 5. Like, until you actually get more.
Well, remember, they're talking about more, like, the emotional, like, oh, when a boy loves a boy, that's called being gay. Like, they're not talking about sex yet.
Yeah, I don't see a big deal with that. It just depends. I don't know.
Well, there was a thing that I saw. I'll see if I can find it. But, like, basically the mother was just saying that, like, she thought it was unnecessary. And this is someone who's, like, openly very accepting of, you know, gay people. But she was just like, why are we teaching kids about this at all at this age? Like, she's like, we shouldn't be teaching about homosexuality. We shouldn't be teaching about heterosexuality. Like, we should just be teaching the basics, the fundamental. Yeah, like, being
a good person. No, that makes more sense, actually.
They're just like, at this age, like, why are we teaching them that? Like, because then the kids come home and have more questions, and it's just like, they're so young, and, like, how do you explain that?
Yeah, no, actually, I agree with that.
It's not like a homophobic thing. It's like, don't teach them about.
Yeah, because then you're going to have to be like, wow. And then if you're a conservative parent, then you're going to be like, oh, wow.
Right? Because
and that's going to fuck that kid, because that conservative parent might put their conservative views on that kid. That kid might express it. And they're going to be like, well, okay, we're calling Child Protective Services, taking your kid away.
I think that if your kid sees, like, 2 boys together and they're like, mommy or daddy, like, what is that?
Like, those are some.
You just say, oh, they're just in love. Anyone can be in love.
Homos.
Oh, my God. Hold on, let me see if I can find.
Well, some cock gobblers, son.
What'd you say, cock holder?
I said cock gobblers.
Cock gobbler?
Yeah. No, I think that. I agree with that more. Just teach them right from wrong. Just teach them, don't be a cunt.
Yeah. So it's just like just not teaching them about sexuality at all at that age.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Never mind. Forget specifically homosexuality. Yeah. They're just like, yeah.
Yeah. Just be like, hey kids, don't be a cunt. That's what I tell them. Just don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
Treat them how you want to be treated. You see 2 people kissing, just be like, don't do that shit. PDA. Doesn't matter if they're a girl, boy, whatever the fuck else there is.
I think you do have to keep it real basic because, like, I
remember, they're fucking kids.
For me personally, when I was a kid, I want to say I was maybe about like 8, and I can't. I honestly, I feel like it was Harry Potter that I heard this term in, but now I don't remember. It was my first time hearing the term virgin, right? And I really can't remember if it was Harry Potter, but I was really into Harry Potter at the time, and I remember thinking that it just meant someone who didn't believe in magic. Like, you know how I know, shut up.
That's why I didn't watch Harry Potter.
No, but shut up. That's why you weren't allowed. So shut up.
That's a Christian. Witchcraft.
Don't you?
That's witchcraft.
Well, no, I actually, in my grade 3 class, we started reading it. Like, we started reading it in school. And then I liked it. Yeah.
Oh, friends are allowed to do that.
Yeah, and then I liked it. So then I continued. That's how I actually got into Harry Potter. It wasn't, you know, my mom really didn't have a say. Not that she had a problem with it, but like even if, like,
you didn't watch fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
No, I didn't.
I wasn't allowed to watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, but so I remember just thinking, like, you know how like in the Harry Potter world, like a muggle is a term for someone who can't, like a regular human, they can't do magic. But I thought that someone who doesn't believe in it was called a virgin. I don't know. I don't know where I got this from. So I remember asking one of my mom's employees one day, because like my mom had her own business, and like one of them like picked me up, and I was like, "What's a virgin?" And she was like, what? "You." She was like, "Why do you ask?" And I was like, "Oh, I think it's someone that doesn't believe in magic, right? Like I'm just looking for validation for like what I think it is."
Yeah, magic.
And she was just like, I think that's a conversation you need to have with your mother. And I was just kind of like, why? Like in my head, I'm like, what's the big deal?
Why, you don't believe in magic, bitch?
I was like, wow, she must really like not be down with that shit. Like, you know, some people don't even want to talk about magic and witchcraft, and they're like, oh, that's like voodoo and devil shit. Yeah. So I was Haitians.
Well, no, they love voodoo shit.
No, but like that's what I assumed, and you know, found out the hard way. What I'm saying is, it's confusing. It's confusing for young kids. It's
no, it's too much. Just keep it simple.
I definitely think that they
let them run around and eat grass and mud and make mud pies.
No, don't let them eat grass and mud.
Why? What? How are they gonna live? You ever made a mud pie before?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not a dirty, nasty child.
Dirty, nasty what?
I said child.
Oh, okay.
What?
I don't know.
What'd you think I was gonna say? What? You thought I was gonna say the N-word? What? Oh my god! What? I'm not you, Hugh-Gene. I would never. No, I definitely think, and like I was 8 at the time, or 7, I can't exactly remember. I don't think I was 6. I think that's too young. I was 7 or 8 for sure, and like I couldn't grasp the concept of what a virgin was at that point. But like, and I think kids are obviously more advanced because they have more access to things nowadays. Like there's no internet for me to look it up at that point. I mean,
there was internet.
There was, but it was dial up, and it was like, no, it was like the.
Okay, well there goes my ears. That sounds like my nightmare. It's like a fucking spaceship coming down. Just all I'm gonna fucking hear now. Every time I see an alien spaceship in the air, let's hear your voice.
But even still, when during that period of time, like even though there was internet and it was available, that wasn't our go-to. Like in school, they still had us going to the library, looking up books, encyclopedias. Like,
how old is 8? What grade is 8?
3.
That was like the pedophile era for my age.
Ooh, what? Excuse me. Whoa.
There was like this period of time where like this is when like the sniper, you know, I remember in the States I was at, there's this period of time where there's like a lot of, this is when like SARS was popping, fucking mad cow disease. You had the sniper in the States, it was this guy, pretty much like he would hide in his trunk. It was a Jamaican dude too, actually. Ironically, it was the guy, the American guy was the veteran. Then I think it was his cousin came from Jamaica, and then he trained him to pretty much kill people and shit. So what they would do is they would drive their car. They had a little hole cut in their trunk.
Like serial killers.
Yeah. This was a while ago. This was probably like the first. Yeah,
it doesn't ring a bell to me.
No, I remember it because like even like in Canada, people were scared of this shit. But like no, this guy would literally drive with his car. He wouldn't know because this is a car, but he would cut a little hole in his trunk, pretty much go prone in his car and just shoot people. But this is during that time, and then during this time too, this was like the pedo area when like guys would drive
rape van.
Yeah, rape van and rape.
You want some candy?
And the thing is that like I remember they used to have this. Did you ever have that guy that would like come to your school and like teach you like self defense and like like our guys with like master scythe or something, some black guy that looked like out of like some kung fu movie. He had like a flat top and shit. And he's like, "Hey, motherfucker!" Like he's kind of like some.
Oh my god, he was like not call all you little children.
Well, he sounded like Mr. T and shit. And like I don't know. I remember like me and my friend one day were walking home for lunch, and literally this actually happened to us. A white van pulled up because it's like there's a pathway like this, and the road's like right here, right? You're looking at my hands. Looking at my hands. Okay. So like here's the pathway, and then it literally was a white truck, and some guy has access if you guys want some candy. We fucking ran home, and my house was first. So the whole time I was at home, I was like, oh god, this Kyle, did he make it?
It actually. Oh, you didn't even bring him to your house? There's a rapist.
Nah, man. All for
what if
one.
he was snatched into the rape van?
Fight.
You like bring him to your house at least for like a minute. You wait until the van passes, and then
man, I remember that. That was funny.
Oh my god!
I wonder if he remembers that.
It's weird, like when around that same age as well, like like 8. I used to go like in my neighborhood. There was this lady who like just sold candy out of her house.
What?
Yeah, and like on our way to school, like everyone in the neighborhood kind of knew. Well, all the kids. I don't know if I ever told my mom that I was going, but like you just have like, and she'd sell it real cheap, like cheap, like 75 cents for like for kids. For it was like a good price. No, not for one. You get like a bunch of candy, and like so you just go to her house, you knock on the door. Was she? I really can't remember. What she looked like. We just know her as like the candy lady, and like you just go to her house and buy candy, and she
take
like
your candy.
You just go to her house, knock on the door, and like we don't go in. I want some candy? I think sometimes you would like stand like in the doorway, but like I've never been like inside her house. But it was also around the time when I realized that I was allergic to nuts, so it was like, ooh, don't eat any food with nuts in it.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Why would you buy candy from a crazy old lady?
You want some candy?
Nobody said she was crazy.
Well, she's fucking weird.
I mean,
you want some candy? You want a bag? Here's some caramel. 75 cents, please. Thank you. You want a Hershey? You want a Hershey bar, little boy?
I feel like you're going back into your childhood and like reenacting something that actually happened to you.
I never had crazy old ladies.
You like Hershey's though. You just had men in white vans offering you candy. You like Hershey's Kisses? Hershey's bars. You said Hershey bars.
The cookie and cream. Yeah. Not the plain old black one, man. I want the...
Everyone likes a Hershey's Kiss every now and then.
Who the fuck likes Hershey Kiss? Only basic cunts like that shit.
Oh my god. Especially at Christmas.
Yeah, no,
when
you're
they
basic.
Do the commercials where it's like they're the Christmas melody.
Yeah, no, I don't want that one. I want the white and black one. That one's special.
The cookies and cream is pretty basic now.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Nothing beats some nice, smooth milk chocolate and the kisses are just melting.
Yeah, you know what beats it? Cookies and cream.
Okay.
Fucking basic ass chocolate.
Listen, we gotta talk about it.
What?
T.I.
Oh, T.I. What do you think? I don't know.
T.I. goes to the gynecologist with his daughter once a year. 16. No.
Even when she was 18?
Yep. He said he went with her. She's 18 now, so he said he's recently gone with her. He goes every year with her to make sure his daughter is still a virgin. He asked the doctor to make sure her hymen is still intact. And he's like, as of her 18th birthday, it is still intact. So he's been doing it. But like, yeah, she's 18 now. And he said obviously the doctor like, once they're 18, like they can't disclose. But I think he was like, oh, like you don't mind, what am I trying to say? He's like, oh, you don't mind like telling, like having, your business talked about? And she's like, no. And he's like, see, doc, tell me, is her hymen intact? That type of thing. So the doctor discloses it because obviously if she says, whatever, but
I don't know.
Why are you pondering it? There's no discussion. It's disgusting.
It's weird.
It's too personal. Like he's too invested in her vagina. Listen, I understand wanting to make sure that your daughter is making smart decisions, picking the right man, being safe, whatever, but you can't control someone like that. Yeah. Because that's when they like really like lash out and like they act out.
Yeah, riding all over the place. It just sucks. Like he should have kept that shit to
private,
himself.
yeah.
Because now when she goes to college, she's gonna be known as like the hymen girl. And now Bear Man's gonna be like, yo, let me break that. It's gonna be a competition now.
No, she's been getting DMs and messages. I think she's had to turn off her comments on Instagram because people are like, oh, let me take your virginity. Yeah. Like creepy. Like,
let me break that seal.
Oh God, I don't even get what it is about like why men like the idea of taking.
I wouldn't want to take someone's virginity. They're all clingy and shit, apparently.
I don't think so.
Whatever. Everyone I know that's taking someone's virginity says that.
I don't know about that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me put my phone on
Why'd you look at
vibrate.
me like that?
I'm gonna put my phone on right now.
Yeah, this is a second time, Joe.
Hold on.
The second time you've done this.
Sorry, it wasn't even a text. It was a
phone.
notification about high data use because you always use my phone for GPS whenever we go anywhere.
I
And you never use yours. Why?
You offer.
No, I don't. You're always like, I only have 1 gig of data.
I never said that.
How many gigs do you have?
I don't know, like 2. You have 10.
So they're mine. The amount of time, anytime we travel anywhere, it's my GPS.
You offer. You offer. Say no.
No.
Okay. Next time I'll use my phone.
Yeah, and then you download it offline, and then
Yeah, it's called saving.
But the last time you did that, we were in traffic because it didn't update for the current traffic,
Oh, well.
and we were sitting in traffic. You were getting pissed off because we weren't moving. Oh my god, that's a mess. No, the thing with the TI thing, like I feel like everyone's talking about it right now, but like I just have to put my 2 cents in. I feel like that's disgusting. I feel like
think it's weird.
If they want to do that in their family, that's fine. But like you said, it's something that they
keep
need
it
to
to
keep
yourself.
private.
Don't like. And the way he was talking about it was kind of just weird too. All like mild nonchalant and shit.
But I think it's also about the fact that he has such a double standard, and he says it too because his son has been having sex since he was 13, 14.
Ew.
No, it's true.
That's
Because
gross.
you know they have their what's their show called? I don't know. You know they have the reality show.
Reality show. Yeah.
Yeah, so like he's been open about that, and he said
weird,
it's
man.
different for a boy, like you know with a girl. I really think that like for T.I., it's like he doesn't want his daughter having sex with someone like how he used to be, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like every man goes through that. Aren't you the one who's like, oh, like if a guy has a boy, what's your theory?
I don't know. Apparently, like I don't know, male whores always tend to have daughters.
That's not true, but I get what you're saying. It's just like the whole like, oh well, now you're gonna learn how it feels to be the father.
Yeah.
You treated women badly, so now you have a girl to raise.
Just because he's a whore doesn't mean he treated women badly.
No, just like when I say badly, I mean like you know, like use and abuse.
No, that's gross. Why you fucking
sex.
since 13? What the fuck?
Yeah, like
Do you even
13,
nut?
14. Huh?
You do not, but that's still weird. Who's fucking at 13? Who is he fucking? Other 13-year-olds?
Probably.
That's
yeah.
fucking gross.
Yo, a lot of kids nowadays lose their virginity like 13.
No, our generation fucks less than our parents' generation.
I guess, but that's still just because it's less doesn't mean. First of all, 13 is not our generation. How young do you think?
Well,
you
just
are?
in general, and then Gen Z is more conservative than us.
Yeah, but they're still doing shit.
I don't know. That's fucking gross,
Sex is something that'll never like just stop. Even
No,
though
never
we're having,
stop.
even though like millennials are having less sex.
Yeah, it's shocking that we're having less sex.
Remember how much sex they were having? Like the baby boomers, they were disgusting.
Yeah, no, they're fucking, man, everywhere.
Exactly. So I'm not surprised that it's less.
Yeah, we have too much. No, because no one knows how to talk to each other. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
No one knows how to talk to each other, and then you have the Me Too
They
shit.
slide in DMs and they like learn how to like flirt and shit online, but when it comes in person, they're just like,
oh.
on their phone. They're like not talking with each other.
Ew, man, who's fucking at 13? What do you know how to do at 13?
You just know how to like thrust and like hump
Yeah,
your
give me
pillow
that.
and your stuffed animal.
Give me that little pussy.
Ew! Don't say that. Ew! Because you're talking about a 13-year-old puss.
I'm
and I don't want to
13.
hear that. I don't want. No, you're not. You're not. Say that to your fucking mustache and your fucking.
I can have a
grown-ass
mustache
voice.
at 13.
That's disgusting.
It's called being an Arab child.
Listen, I want to know.
Everyone knows that one Arab kid or Indian kid had a
That's
mustache at
disgusting.
13.
You're disgusting.
It's like, hello, my name is Ahmed. I have a mustache.
Oh my god! Hold on. Let me.
You never knew that?
Let me.
You never
grab
had
a sip
that
of
kid
water
that
real
looked like a
quick.
man when he was 10?
No.
You never had that one kid that looked like a grown man?
Not that much. I mean,
I had one kid in high school. He was tall as fucking white. He had a hairline like a fucking 40-year-old.
oh no, maybe he just has alopecia.
Nah, he just had bad genetics.
Listen, how's No Nut November going? What? Why are you
I
laughing?
failed already.
What?
Yeah, I failed. I succumbed to weakness.
Ew. I actually had faith in you.
Yeah,
I legit
didn't.
When?
I think
Tell
it was
me
last
all
week.
about it.
I don't
You
know.
masturbated?
Yeah, I just got bored.
Eugene.
I had nothing to do. I had like, because I normally would have.
Everyone listening, you haven't even gone a week.
It's been a week.
You said it was sometime last week though.
No, but I started before the November.
Who cares? It's No Nut November. I'm not. If you didn't
I don't remember the
nut
specific date.
on October 31st,
But yeah,
I don't
no, I
care. That
broke the
doesn't
seal.
count.
I wasn't that disappointed.
Okay, but aren't the rules that you can slip up like once, but then you got to get back on track?
It depends how hardcore you want to go.
Are you gonna try to get back on track?
No, I'm already back on track. Yeah. I am.
You're just bored and you're just like, did you feel bad while you were doing it?
No.
Did you think about it? About the Donut November?
At first, I was like, oh man. And I was like, who gives a shit?
Did you get the guilt after?
Not really, no.
No?
No. That's why I was surprised. I thought I'd feel bad after. I was just like, right in the toilet.
You should, ew! Ew, you stood up in the bathroom and...
Nah, I sat on, I have like a bench in my bathroom. It's an easy clean. Instead of shooting on like a fucking towel or something and just leaving it there.
I mean, I guess. But like, is that what that... I've been in that bathroom. That's what that bench is for?
No. No, what was that bench for? No, I used to squat shit. That's why.
Like a squatty potty. Like put your feet up.
Yeah, I used to have this period.
Shit slides out of your ass easier.
Yeah. I had this period of time where I do like squat pooping instead of just like sitting on the seat.
Are you a caveman?
It was actually a lot more comfortable.
You know,
easier.
like when
it was a lot quicker too. It was just like.
Yeah, well, because like your body,
like,
it's not that it spreads. It's like your colon actually lines up. It's not like bent. I
wanted to find. I know you can buy like things that like, connect to your toilet to make it straight.
It's called a squatty potty, and like they make them white so they blend in with your toilet. And you just
I
like
buy one.
It's literally like a step stool, but it's shaped to the toilet, and it's meant so you can just put your feet up really easily.
I should buy that.
Yeah, and then you can move it out of the way. You can leave it by the toilet.
No, now that stool's for like hold up my laptop in my room, because I don't have a bed frame, so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I watch a movie, just have it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you should try cornflakes.
That shit doesn't work.
You know that cornflakes were originally invented to prevent masturbation.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I mean, you should try it, though.
No, it doesn't work. I think it's because it was so bland, somehow it would take away the sexual pleasure of wanting to masturbate.
Yeah, basically, it was made in the hope that, like, plain food would stop people from masturbating. Like, it was marketed as, like, healthy, ready-to-eat, anti-masturbatory morning meal.
I know.
Because, like, the guy, John Harvey Kellogg, he thought that meat and spices enticed the libido. So that's why he was, like, making a plain, bland food would, like, lower the libido and stop masturbation.
He was wrong.
Well, he thought that sex was unhealthy and immoral.
Yeah, when was this, the 30s or before that?
1800s something.
Oh, this is 1800s.
I believe, yeah. No, but here's the thing. He was a Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh, that's not fucking surprising.
When I saw that, I'm like, oh, it's Hugh-Gene's people.
Yeah,
so, if
biggest hypocrites in the
your fellow
world.
SDA can...
Fuck these SDAs.
Can think that... Don't say that.
I don't give a fuck. I don't hate them, but I...
You hate the religion.
I don't hate the religion. I don't hate Christianity. Like, there's some aspects of Christianity that's great and stuff.
You hate that branch of it.
Branch of it, because they're the biggest... Especially the fucking Caribbean ones are the biggest hypocrites in the fucking world.
Oh, for sure. But everyone knows church-going people are hypocrites.
No, especially
they praise
SDAs.
the Lord and then they judge.
Especially SDAs. The more fundamental you are, the bigger hypocrite you probably are.
No, but I'm like, he's an SDA. You grew up SDA, so like maybe his methods will work for you because you know you're his people. That's your people.
It's just called trauma. That's what what that shit will do.
John Harvey Kellogg, that's your people. You need to try that.
No.
The next time you're like, I'm bored. Let me go beat my meat and squirt into the toilet. Just go to the grocery store. Pick
clean
up.
Just
listen. When you leave my place, go to the grocery store. Pick up some cornflakes.
No.
Why?
Fucking 7
No, that's the point. Don't do that. Don't
he needs a fucking. That's what he needs. Spread them cheeks.
No, he thought it was disgusting.
Yeah,
and
I bet you he was the
unhealthy.
biggest freak in the fucking world. Probably rode dick like a motherfucker.
Right?
Probably had his hymen broken.
He doesn't have a hymen. Oh my god. No, okay, so I mean, since we are breaking No Nut November, Teen Vogue and myself.
What the fuck's Teen Vogue? It's the stupidest shit ever.
Oh, why are you so mad?
This is stupid.
Damn, maybe you need to masturbate a little more. Jesus,
I do actually
so
get
angry.
more. I actually do get more.
You're so aggressive.
I do get more antsy when I don't.
You get irritable. I feel.
I do. Yeah.
You're like on edge.
I want to punch stuff.
You're literally like. Chill, like your whole pot. No, Hugh-Gene, you're sitting so tense right now. Relax.
I want to be closer to the mic.
I understand that, but you can move. Like you're sitting in a way. You're so tense. You're so tense. Relax. Breathe in. Inhale. Exhale.
What?
Inhale. Exhale.
Where'd you get? What language is that?
Espanol. Inhale.
Okay,
exhale.
Is that the only Spanish you know?
No.
What else? How do those fucking Rosetta Stone Spanish lessons go?
I mean, they weren't wasn't too bad at first, and my pronunciation was really good. I got good like marks because they like grade you and like give you level.
Did you keep up with it?
No, because I stopped it like a year ago. I do want to start though. I want to be more fluent in Spanish.
Why not
One
French?
day.
Why not French?
I don't know. I like Spanish better. No, it's true. And I like Spanish speaking countries. Like I want to travel to a lot of like, you know how bad I want to go like Panama, Costa Rica, that sort of thing. And like I want to be able to speak the language. I want to go back to Colombia because I feel like I need to like experience it. Although I kind of don't because the mosquitoes really fucked me up. And I'm like, if I go back, I'm going to be like a walking chicken pox. Yeah. But, you know. No, okay. So I won't say the name since it pissed you off. But what? I have... Teen Vogue.
Oh yeah, stupid shit.
But there's tips. There's masturbation tips.
They have tips for masturbation in Teen Vogue. Yeah, that's fucking weirder.
Let's give you some tips to masturbate in the magazine.
So since
for guys or girls,
both. But I'm gonna read the men's first. For you guys, first things first is to find your stroke. You know, your stroke is different for everyone.
Yeah, it's very fast.
You like it fast?
That's every guy's stroke, just fast.
I feel like anytime you like...
It's vigorous and angry.
Remember I was telling you, I was comparing how my dog poops to how like people... Because like...
Yeah, no one masturbates
dogs
like
kind of hunch over. But like when you're imitating a man masturbating,
I've never
you like
kind of
hunch...
That.
No, I'm not saying you actually do it. But like when you're like imitating, you're like... You know, it's like a fast stroke. Yeah, see? You hunch your shoulders just now.
Yeah, but I never do that. Because like when you hunch that, it's like more dicks in. So if you like stand up straight, more dick sticks out.
No, I know. But when we're imitating...
More dick out.
Right, but when we're imitating as a woman, I don't know. So when I imagine you guys masturbating, I imagine a creep in front of a computer screen, like a dark room. All you see is the blue light coming from the computer, and like a man like this, and you see the shadow going.
If anything, they're more lean back in the chair because like once again, more dick out. You know what I'm saying?
But I also feel like when you're hunched, it's easier to hide. Like if someone walks in, you're like, "What?" But when you're like all spread out, it's like, "Oh,
you want to be relaxed."
Mom, I'm busy here.
I feel like that's how you guys masturbate too. You guys are all hunched like, "Oh yeah." Oh.
No, I feel like with women, I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, but like, first of all, we can masturbate much more discreetly because like we can just do it in bed with the covers over us.
I can masturbate discreetly.
With the covers over you?
Yeah.
First of all, I feel like that'd be in the way because you're
just do the head.
Just like rub the tip.
Yeah, just go with the head, just like.
Ew, is that satisfying?
Yeah, you're trying to get shit done. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's like I came here for one job and one job only.
Take out because I use my left hand, not my right. So like, if I'm trying to go like power mode, then I take out the right hand.
Why do you only use your left hand?
Keep the strength even, man.
Because you feel like you're like right hand dominant, so you
so I might as well keep that strength even.
I heard that like if say you're a righty and you masturbate with your right hand and like you switch with your left hand, sometimes it feels different because it's like, ooh, who's
for me? Stranger? That's my right hand. My right hand's a stranger.
You're like, hello there, friend.
Yeah. I haven't seen you in a while.
No, but they say that like. Teen Vogue says, once you found your stroke, you should switch it up, and that'll make the experience better for you. So you stick with your left hand, but then like you just like switch it up and like keep things spicy.
It's still fucking weird. Keep going.
And it says masturbation doesn't need to be the super fast, shameful thing that you do in the dark corner of your bedroom. But to be fair, Teen Vogue is not just targeted towards teens; it's targeted towards like young 20s as well. It's not.
So then don't call it Teen Vogue; it's called Vogue.
But it's targeted to younger people.
It's still fucking weird.
They say take your time. It says that masturbation doesn't need to be super fast.
Yeah, it can be an experience.
It doesn't need to be a race to finish.
Nah.
And then,
But anyone that's masturbating is not spending an hour jerking off. They're like, I'm trying to get this shit done. Well, some people, you end up spending an hour because you're looking for that video or.
But that's the thing. I feel like if it's all about pleasure, then like you shouldn't really like care about like take your time. Like you know what I mean? Why? Especially if it's like before bed. Like no one's gonna come into your room. No one's gonna like do anything.
Yeah, but sometimes you just want to get over and done with.
But I feel like you shouldn't like.
It doesn't come from a place of happiness. It comes from a place.
But here's the thing. I think that's part of the reason why men look at sex with women as purely pleasure based, because women's a woman's biggest complaint is that a man like gets his nut and then like rolls over and like that's it. Because that's how you guys do it. Like you don't like it's when you guys are alone. It's not an experience. It's not like
it's called I just want a nut.
Right, but for us, it's always a build-up. It's always
but like if I'm just trying to fuck, I don't care. I'm just trying to get some nut.
Right, and then I'm saying having that mindset, even with masturbation, is going to trickle over into sex, and that's going to trickle over into your partner or whoever not wanting to have sex with you, or you not performing well because you're just trying to like jackrabbit, go as fast as possible, and then you're done, and everyone's like, like you're having like group sex or some shit. But like, whoever you're having sex with is just like, okay, you know what I mean? So it is more beneficial to go slow because you're like essentially training yourself to like slow down and really enjoy it and enjoy the feeling and not just like try to go as fast as possible to get the nut as fast as possible. See, listen, men, I'm helping you. Boys, men.
Yeah, but once again, sometimes I don't care. If you're just fucking, you probably don't care about the person's pleasure. It depends.
No, but what if you're you have your girlfriend?
If it's a relationship, yeah, it's different. If you're just fucking, who cares?
But a lot of guys really don't know. A lot of guys don't. Like, they hear it, but they don't realize what they're doing because, like, once their dick gets hard, like, the blood leaves their brain and they're just trying to do whatever they gotta do.
Yeah, because the person doesn't communicate to them.
But it's also, like, difficult, like, when guys are just like, they're in the mood, like, yeah, you like that, because that's what they see in porn.
Say something.
And a lot of women will, but a lot of women feel, like, weird. Now they're just, like, they just go talk to their girlfriends and they talk about how bad you are. And they just don't want to, then just don't fuck with you anymore. And you're wondering why. No, it's both.
It's both. I'll say it's more on your side.
I think that when you are experiencing something with someone else, you should always consider their feelings, whether that be sex, whether that be like, a vacation. You don't just do your own thing and leave the person if you guys went on vacation together. It's just like, you know what I mean? If you're like hanging out with someone, you can't just do your own thing. Then you're not hanging out.
Yeah, but if you constantly fuck that person and you seem like you're fine and you don't relay anything.
Oh yeah, on an ongoing basis, I do think you need to communicate.
If it's a one-time, if it's a one-time thing, who cares?
I would say a couple times, maybe. I'd say a lot of women will put up with it a few times before.
Well, that's your problem. You put up for a few times.
Yeah, but we have to deal with your stupid asses. So
you have to deal with your stinky asses.
We've been conditioned to put up with a lot of shit.
That's still your own fault.
The next tip is that lube is your best friend. Because I think a lot of men, you guys...
Nah, dry.
Okay, I was going to say...
Dry gang.
This is
dry gang.
You jerk off dry?
Dry gang.
You do?
Yeah, man. I don't have
time. You ever done like the lotion?
I've done lotion. It's too messy, man.
I feel like lotion's not great.
It works.
I think if I was a man, I would do a little bit of baby oil.
That's still a lot of work.
No, let's say a little bit so it doesn't get all over the place. But it's like
get all over the place. You've never seen a man masturbate.
What is this knocking?
I don't know. No, I've never used
Someone's like doing.
Well, I've used lotion, but like no, I'm dry gang, man.
Okay, well, I mean, according to Teen Vogue...
More friction.
Well, they say friction of your hand directly on your penis for a prolonged period of time is not particularly good to you. Oh. Not to alarm you, but it can cause minor desensitization in the penis.
No, never mind.
And it can also leave some rug burn. Oh. Lube is important for all sex acts, from masturbation to intercourse.
Lube gang, then.
Do you feel like you're less sensitive? You feel like it takes, like, a lot?
No.
Well, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know, because you fucked yourself. No! Well, you legit wouldn't even know if you're, because that's all you're used to now.
Oh, dang it. Dry gang.
Wow. Ew. You're like, now I'm committed. Now I'm not going to have any feeling in there.
Oh, well. That's why you do no nut. You get that? It's like the same thing with no smoking.
You're not going to bring back sensation that's been gone.
Yes, you will.
You have calloused feet. As much as people try to scrub, your feet are still like fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's just like it's worn away already. It's not that it's not sensitive at all, but sorry for the knocking, guys. My neighbors are just hammering away. No, that's clearly like a hammer.
It's hammering dick.
Yeah, they say always opt for lube if you can. Water-based is better. Like, it's better than lotion, especially scented lotions, because that can cause like irritation and stuff like that. I think lotion's kind of gross. Like, it's just like this white. You're just beating off with like
you don't. No, you don't use that much lotion. You're not like that. You're just like enough. You know?
Oh, they say also 100% coconut oil is really good, or 100% aloe vera is good.
I got bare coconut oil.
But not like sunburn lotion, like
yeah, aloe, just like the shit you put in your hair.
Yeah.
Make my pubes grow nice. Just massaging my pubes all I'm fucking.
Yeah, whatever you're using, pubes. If it's not lube, just make sure it's 100% pure.
Spit.
They say to give your balls some love. Do you masturbate? Do you touch your balls when you masturbate?
I don't think so.
Why? The balls need some love too.
I don't know.
I feel like men always tell women, don't forget the balls.
Yeah.
But like, You forget the balls.
Yeah, because hand on balls.
What is this double standard?
Because your mouth on balls feels better than hand on balls.
Yeah, but hand on balls is still better than nothing on balls.
Yeah, but I want mouth on balls, not hand on balls.
Well, maybe if you start bending and stretch every day, then you
I'm
can finally reach there.
Marilyn Manson.
You're gonna say Monroe?
Yeah, well, she did suck a lot of dick, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Don't talk about the queen like that.
She's not the queen. The queen of what?
The queen of being a sex icon. Okay, so they say to give the ball some love, rubbing gently with one hand while the other maintains the stroke. So it's like a two-handed job.
That's too much work.
Why? God. I feel like men would commit to that because like I'm sure a lot of people do. Like they're just like, oh wait, what am I? I'm like juggling. I don't have balls. I don't know what you guys do. But they say sometimes it's even good to like stop stroking altogether and just pay like close attention to the balls and like, you know, different amounts of pressure depending on like what you like and stuff like that. But they also say to not forget about prostate stimulation.
Oh, finger banging.
Yeah. So they say like masturbating need not be regulated solely to the penis.
Put your finger in your
prostate
asshole,
is a
bro.
gland. It's just inside of the anus, so up your butt. For those of you who don't know what an anus is,
it's our G spot.
They say obviously use lube. Like don't just go in dry. But they say like your fingers or a small butt plug, and you you put it, or so then use the butt plug, and they say just a small one, nothing to fucking spread your ass out.
Why?
But they say just make sure to go in slowly and relax, because obviously if you're tense, you know it's gonna be
tense. The better, the pain makes it better.
Yeah, and they said that keep in mind that like anally stimulating yourself while stroking your penis may be challenging, so they say to focus on one over the other rather than doing both. Until you're like, you know, like well versed in it, you shouldn't be trying to shove shit up your ass while you're still.
What about for the ladies, man? This is very sexist so far.
No, well, this is the men one.
There's nothing for women?
No, there is.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the guide on how to masturbate if you have a vagina. A vagina.
A slit. A credit card.
Oh, this one's different. This one's not like a list.
Oh. What is it, a paragraph?
Yeah, it's just like an article.
Wow, sexist.
No, it's fine. Okay, so okay, so types of masturbation. There's all kind of ways to masturbate. Vaginal penetration, clitoral stimulation. Oh my god, I hate that. Oh, and the fact that I'm wearing headphones and I could hear that in both ears. Absolutely disgusting.
Stimulation.
There's also anal stimulation. I think a lot of people forget that like women will sometimes masturbate anally as well.
That's called being Catholic.
No, with masturbation. No. I think that's more so like a virginity thing. Like, oh, I had anal sex.
Catholics.
Oh, but we're talking about masturbation. So with yourself. Catholics. Well, maybe that's what T.I.'s daughter does. So her hymen is still intact.
Don't say that.
What?
She's like, my hymen is intact because I take it in the butt, Dad.
No, I'm talking about masturbate. I'm not talking about getting fucked. I mean, who knows, really?
If her brother's fucking at 13.
It's just like a crazy double standard. It's not like her brother's like 16. Like, this kid is like 13, 14. Like, for sure by 14. I can't remember, but he was fucking young. Like, young. Okay, so they do like how to find your clitoris, and they teach you about
right
like
there.
The pleasure zones. They say it sits right inside the labia minora at the very top. It's packed with about 8,000 nerve endings, so stimulating the clitoris is the best way to reach orgasm for many people. And then they talk about how to locate your G-spot. I think it's more of like a guide for women, because like with you guys it's like everything's kind of right there, but with us it's a lot more internal. I think that's why it's not like a list the way it was for the men. They say for women how to locate your G-spot. So once you got the clitoris down, okay, should I describe it?
Yeah, sure. Right.
Okay, it says don't get intimidated. It may sound like a lot to remember, but it's not. They say don't jump right into double stimulation. So just kind of like with the men, they say don't like do the anal thing and jerk off. Like just focus on one. Because I think that is a lot.
Nah. If you're a coward, it's a lot.
If you're just starting out?
If you're a real man or woman, double it.
No. Okay. So they said, so to locate your G-spot, like, on your own, Insert 1 or 2 fingers into the vagina and make a hook with your fingers and feel right behind the pubic bone. And they say you should feel like a small walnut textured patch, which to me is just gross. And I think also because like the idea of like a walnut texture.
Yeah, it is walnut texture.
I'm also allergic to nuts, so it's just not appealing to me whatsoever. It's not appealing. Oh, hold on, I lost it. Walnut textured patch.
Give me that walnut G-spot. Touch it now.
Hold on, I'm so sorry.
Finger it like a hook.
Yeah, sorry.
Grab it like a fish. Grab it. Now pull up and down.
Oh, that's gross. You find it?
Yeah, it says yeah, it should just start to. Oh no, this is the clitoris.
The clitoral, the little penis.
Yeah, walnut textured patch, and then you just stimulate it by doing like a come hither motion, like you're like calling someone towards you.
Scorpion.
And they say that like, you know, take your time, press it, rub it, see if that works for you. Start light. But they say penetration of any kind can be quite intense for beginners. So if not, stick with the clitoral stimulation because it's a little bit easier. I mean, and then obviously they talk about trying out toys and stuff like that. And like, I feel like sex toys really do look intimidating. Well, some of them look like fucking like spaceships. No, I just mean like they're making them look more sleek and like cool to look at, but like it's still intimidating. Like
very aerodynamic. For
someone to hand you like a vibrator or a dildo or something when like you're not well versed, it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? Look at it.
Put it in there.
They also say to use lube. But they do say for women you should always avoid like scented or warming lubes because like, you know, they could like irritate. Yeah, I think they always say like water based because it's the most like natural and whatever. There's obviously a little bit more, but there's not like that's basically the basics about how to like do things for women, or if you have a vagina, I should say.
Well, you never know these days. I have a vagina, a penis, a vagina.
But yeah, I don't know. I would say for me personally, and I mean, I've been open on the podcast about the fact that like I don't really like masturbate. Not really, I don't. I mean, I've tried it before.
Stress reliever.
No, I mean that's what they say, but like
it is.
I've tried it before. And I'm just kind of like, I think the biggest thing for me is like, oh, that's what a vagina feels like on the inside. Like, no, because I mean you're so curious. Shut up. No, but like that's
very wet.
That's what I got from it more so than like, oh, this feels so good. For me, it's
more
not
scientific. Yeah,
it's not like it was like hurting, but I was just like, okay, like it's not doing anything for me. And maybe it's because I was in my head and I'm like, whatever, but like it didn't do anything for me. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do anything about it. Like I'm not going to continue to do this if it's whatever. But I definitely think that, you know, everyone can benefit from a little self-love, especially when there's a lot of fuck boys and fuck girls and fuck people.
Thank you for saying fuck girls.
No, of course. Everyone can be assholes. I feel like men like are like under a little more pressure to like
not be cunts.
Well, yeah, but I just meant like, you know, like it's a little harder as a man to like complain about like women when it comes to sex because it's like, oh, you're a man, you should get what you get and like be happy. Remember like last week you said like women all they have to do is like open up their legs and a man will come flying in, right? But it's like, no, you guys can have like complaints and preferences and stuff too.
We're not allowed to though.
You are.
It's always our fault.
I mean, a lot of the time it is. It's not always, though.
A lot of the time.
Men have been known to be selfish with sex.
Women too.
No, but yeah, that's fine. Everyone has
selfish too.
How?
Look at you.
What?
Look at you.
That doesn't mean anything.
I don't know.
Anyways, what was this story you were telling me about some like...
Oh, the Russian... the Ukrainian
I'm sorry,
girl.
Am I boring you?
Yes, with your vagina talks. No, pretty much there's this couple, I think from Michigan or Illinois, I don't remember, but they pretty much adopted this Ukrainian girl that they thought was...
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
8?
No, 6, I think.
6. Oh no, they got her when she was like 8. No, they left her alone when she was quote unquote 8. But they did a bone...
No, but I think they got her when she was 6. And like, well, they adopted this child.
This dwarf 6-year-old Ukrainian spy.
Well, no, they didn't know she was a dwarf, or like they adopted a 6-year-old child as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, and then they realized she had dwarfism and scoliosis, whatever. And pretty much they were like, this chick's way too old. She doesn't seem like she's a 6-year-old.
Well, isn't she like 27 or something like that?
They assumed that she was 27, but then she was on Dr. Phil. They said she's 16. But they did like a bone density test on her. The bone density test said she was 22. And then, so they're just like, and then they said this girl was crazy. She tried to like poison the mom with like bleach in the coffee. She put like thumbtacks on the stairs apparently. Tried to break one of the little brother's arms.
I heard that she said that she would say things like, I'm going to kill you guys.
Yeah, like she like was at their bed saying, I'm going to like kill you guys or some shit. And I'm thinking to myself, why didn't you just kick this bitch in the face? She's a dwarf. Because, I could just punted her.
Because they're just like, this is our child. Like, we...
No, it's not. You adopted her.
Yeah.
You had her for a year. You're not fully committed yet.
That's
not
still...
fully committed.
They could go to jail. What do you mean?
I would have just returned her after like the first year.
You can't.
You can, actually.
It's not a purchase.
Yes, you can.
You cannot return people.
Yes, you can.
Look it up.
I have a friend who has foster kids all the time. They have kids that come back all the time.
Foster is different. Adoption is not.
I've known kids from him that have been adopted and they return the kid because the kid's too much. It's fucked up, but yes.
Shut up.
Yes, you can return the kid after about a year because the kid's too much work. I've known a kid that was like, he got returned like 3 times or 2 times. It fucks that kid over, but like, yeah. I don't know why they didn't just do that.
The kid's gonna grow up with so many problems.
He already
what's wrong with me? Nobody wants me.
Yeah, no, I think he's with a family. I don't know if he's with a family now, but
yikes.
No, they did they said she was like trying to kill her and shit, so they just said fuck this bitch. They bought like an apartment. They rented an apartment for a year, left her there and said, you're on your own, you old lady. She wasn't old apparently.
Not old, but way older than.
Yeah, and then they moved to Canada.
She's not a child.
But like, yeah, she like lived on her own as an 8-year-old for like a year somehow.
Well, because I mean, at 8, I guess you can like walk to and from school.
At 8, she was in an adult school. They enrolled her into an adult school.
So how? What do you mean she lived alone as an 8-year-old?
They lived alone because she's apparently was 8, and apparently now she's 16.
No, well, what I heard about this story was that she was posing as a 6 to 8-year-old.
And now apparently she would have been 33 right now at her proper age, but she says she's 16. On Dr. Phil, she said she was 16. And then her foster parents.
She's clearly a psycho. She said she was 6. She's clearly a pathological liar. I don't think I'm going to take her word for it. I don't know, like
watching the interview, I was kind of like, she doesn't look 33.
Well, that's how. Well, obviously, you think that the family would have adopted her as a 6-year-old if she looked her age? Oh. Well, that's the thing. It's part of the dwarfism because she looks small, but then I guess like she also has like very smooth skin, like no wrinkles, so she just looks.
I've looked at enough dwarfs, so I can be like, you don't look like a kid.
No, some of them, but she looked young.
Yeah, I don't know, but no, she's with a family right now. She's 16 apparently. I'm mixed. I don't know.
You believe her?
I don't know. I think
adopt her then.
I don't want to adopt any fucking kid. I don't.
Why? Foster her then.
I don't want to.
Why not?
That's too much surgery.
You believe her? Surgery?
She needs a bunch of. Because what the people's theory was that she needs lots of surgeries and shit. Because not just dwarfism. She has some like bone shit. And the thing is, the mom that adopted her also has an autistic kid, and I think something with the schooling and stuff. Pretty much they probably got in over their heads, and were worried about being able to afford surgeries and shit, so they're kind of just made up this whole thing. And then
you think they made it up more so than her?
I don't know.
Or is that's what people are saying?
Yeah, that's what the other parents were saying.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
No, the Dr. Phil interview just came out like on the 7th.
Oh, recently? Because I heard about this like last month, but I guess Dr. Phil like hopped on it and like made the episode. Yeah, you won't catch me outside.
He needs those fucking ratings, man. But no, I don't know. I think I don't know how I feel about this little Russian, Soviet, Ukrainian spy.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, sorry. No, I don't know, man. I think she's. I don't know. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. I'm not sure.
I would just rather keep it at arm's length.
Yeah, well, you can with her. Just like get out of where. Like,
excuse me, sorry.
Just hold her like that. She won't be able to touch you.
I don't mean physically.
Like, come here. I'll stab you.
Oh my god, no, that's crazy. Listen, I already freak out about like, because people have like children who want to kill them, like biological children. Like imagine having a midget Ukrainian Soviet spy. Because what I heard was like, this was like, you know the movie The Orphan, like the horror movie where like they literally adopt this girl from an orphanage, but she's a grown ass lady and she's trying to kill them.
Teenager.
Yeah. So like they were like, this is literally that.
Just not as intimidating.
Yeah.
Because,
But I mean, that's a movie, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's just pretty much as close as it can get, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
Either way, she knowingly lied about her age. Whether she's actually 16 or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether she's 16, 27, 33, whatever, she's old enough
6.
to know. And don't use that. Will you? Yeah, she's 6.
She's 6, huh?
I don't like that. That's crazy.
6. How's she gonna know?
Oh my god.
She's been in like 30 homes, but she only remembers one.
Maybe she needs to masturbate. She'll get all that anger
She
out.
doesn't have the arm length.
She can reach her own cooch. Don't say Hugh-Gene. Well, her torso shorter, so she can reach, of course. You're acting like she only has dwarfism of the arms, like little raptor
T-Rex
arms. Yeah.
Never mind.
What? You're gonna say something extra offensive? Like
Of
we didn't
course.
already offend people?
I like to offend. I don't.
You do actually.
No, I don't.
You like to say shit to.
I like making people smile.
You're cool with a smile, or you're cool with a oh my god, Hugh-Gene.
No, with a laugh.
The way you cackle
What?
when you say things that are shocking and like my jaw drops, you love it.
Yeah, but you're worse than I am.
Your eyes twinkle.
You're worse than
your
me.
Your eyes twinkle.
What was that TikTok you showed me the other day?
Oh, but I didn't know. Like we were
Did
scrolling
you-
through TikTok.
I felt like you know.
No, I legit didn't know.
Did you hear about the 7-year-old that was diagnosed with uncombable hair syndrome? Want to hear it?
I have heard it, but go ahead.
Today, for many of us, taming children's unruly
Sounds so
hair is
sad.
a daily ritual. But what if your little one's locks can't be tamed?
Well, that's exactly what our next guests know all about, as 7-year-old Winter suffers from a condition called uncombable hair
Look at her
syndrome.
hair.
It's thought to affect
I've seen it.
100
Ridiculous.
people in the world.
It's called being black.
This
Black
girl's hair just
syndrome.
looks like a tumbleweed, but like I think I remember seeing this a few months ago, and like everyone who commented who was black was just like, listen, we don't want to hear this. Run a brush through the girl's hair. Like maybe she has a sensitive scalp or like whatever, so like it hurts.
Maybe she's just a pussy.
But that's the thing.
Mommy, it hurts.
Yeah, and the mother's like, oh no, that must mean I can't comb your hair. It must be untamable, uncombable hair syndrome. Like, shut the fuck up. Brush the
How do you-
child's hair.
Tell me how you really feel, Joe.
I feel
Are you
like it's a
hurt?
cute child. The mother loves her, but the mother's a little puss, and the child
It's
is
a puss too.
Well, yeah, but it's a kid. Kids
No,
always complain. I
no,
used to complain as a kid.
no.
Ow, it hurts.
Slap that kid and be like, shut up.
But like when you're clearly it's just a kid who's playing and her like I don't know. I remember all the comments were just like basically how I feel. Like just
Get
get
some
that
black
shit away from me.
friends.
Like I have nothing to say about that article or that video. Like how do you end up on daytime television talking about your
It's
kid,
daytime television.
your kid
No one
hair?
gives a fuck
Your
about
kid's hair
daytime
can be
television.
combed. Like
It's daytime television.
listen,
no one
lady,
cares.
I will show you the nearest beauty supply and I will help you tame your kid's hair.
Oh my god.
Or
Joe.
buzz it off.
Oh
like
my
she
God. Okay.
looks like
Okay.
a wild
Okay.
child.
Okay.
You remember the wild thornberries?
Okay, how do you feel?
You remember that like girl
Yes.
that was like blah, 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 blah. That's what she looks like like she lives in the wild. She has fine hair, this little blonde girl, thin, nice blonde hair that just is tumbleweeded up. She just needs a comb and a brush.
I'm triggered by that.
What, with the wild thornberries? Did you used to watch that show?
Not that often.
I didn't watch it often either, but I know. I feel like they also. Oh, it wasn't a girl. It was I don't know. Whatever.
It was a little boy.
Yeah, it was.
Tarzan, nigga.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh god, I cannot with you. Listen, I'm really disappointed with you in the No Nut November. I really thought you would have been like
Everyone succumbs
Doing
to weakness
good.
every now and then.
weakness.
Yeah, man.
So you're saying you're weak.
It's nothing wrong with being weak.
Interesting. Very interesting.
What?
Nothing.
I feel
I
like I'm
just
being judged.
you are being judged.
Why?
You made such a big stink about how you're doing No Nut November,
I
and then
was.
you literally dropped the ball.
What was that accent?
What are you talking about?
Let's not do that anymore.
What are you talking about? My British accent is
My British accent
Much
is-
better
yes,
than
hello,
yours.
Hello, how are you doing tonight?
you sound like a parrot.
Hello,
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
sound like a parrot
do I?
who's like imitating.
That's what I sound like to you.
Ew.
Is that all I sound like?
And your mouth
Yeah.
looks like I
Yeah,
can't.
do
Okay.
I? My mouth, what about it?
All right, so we've reached that point of the podcast
Yeah,
where
buddy.
Hugh-Gene is just going straight downhill.
All right.
So I think that's all we
That's
have.
the podcast
all the
today
time
with
we have,
this
yeah.
week, guys. If you want to follow us, you can go on Instagram or Twitter. On this square room, you spell this and square and room. It's all together in one word. And then if you want to go on the blogs and stuff on the website, thisquareroom.com. You can follow Jonel on Instagram and Twitter at JONELWILSON.
You say LL?
No, I did not.
Okay.
And then you can follow me.
Whoa! Why do I get the weird voice?
Because that's what you get.
And no, okay, you can follow.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at HughGeneB. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell your fucking friends.
You know, we upload every Tuesday.
Happy Remembrance Day.
First of all, we've not missed a week yet.
Oh, no.
Like, high five for that. Oh my god. What episode is this? 31? 31 weeks.
Yeah. Ew.
What?
I don't know.
There's only like 52 weeks in a year, so we're good.
52 weeks in.
Don't touch my nipple.
I didn't touch your nipple.
Don't try to touch my nipple.
What are you talking about,
Leave
weirdo?
my nips alone.
Okay, I think you need to go
nipples
masturbate.
are
You're
mine.
clearly still angry.
My Hershey kisses are.
Okay, well, I'm never eating Hershey Kisses again. You should have said that earlier.
You never saw the episode? Fuck, whatever, man.
Episode of what?
What's that? One of the Waynes, the bald one. The father.
The Wayans?
The Waynes. You know the Wayne family? Like
Wayne?
Damian Wayne.
Wayan. It's not
Whatever.
Wayne.
Whatever.
The Wayans brothers.
Whatever. Yeah, you know the father, the bald guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he used to have a show. I can't remember what it's called. It's a very funny show.
Called
And
Hershey Kiss Nips?
No, one of the kids didn't have any nipples. He used Hershey.
What? Are you talking about my wife and kids?
So, yeah. There was like some kid that didn't have any nipples, so they put a Hershey kid.
Okay.
All right, well,
Yeah, that's...
you want to end it?
I'm speechless right now.
Alright, so, come back next week on Tuesday to hear another episode of This Square Room. See you later. Signing off. Ta-ta.
Bye.